Dear First Prep, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's Mr. Ahmed Mahmoud with you today to introduce a new lesson. The lesson today, inshallah, will be geometry. The lesson, inshallah, will be Unit 4, Lesson 2. It's called Congruence. Uh, Today, inshallah, we are going to learn the meaning of the word congruence, congruent, congruent shapes, and congruent polygons, and congruent triangles. Okay, and we are going to solve many problems about that. Let's start the lesson. Now we have some polygons. Okay, these polygons, this one called the pentagon and triangle and quadrilateral and trapezium. Okay, now we are going to learn the congruence meaning. The word congruence means two shapes are exactly the same in everything, in the shape and in the size. Again, two shapes to be congruent, okay, they must be exactly the same, okay, as the shape and the size. For example, this pentagon, if we have another one exactly like exactly equal, okay, the same in everything, the same shape and the same size, then they are congruent. Another example, this triangle, if we have another triangle like this, those two triangles are congruent because they have the same size, okay, and they have the same shape. Another one, this is this quadrilateral, okay, if we have another one like this, then they are congruent because they have the same shape and the same size, okay, and this trapezium, okay, are congruent because they have the same shape and the same size. Then the word congruent means they exactly the same. Okay, the next one, now we are going to learn the congruent of the geometrical shape. The least geometrical shape with us is the line segment. Let we have a line segment like this and another one like this. The two line segments, to be congruent, they must have the same length. Then, if the first equal 5 centimeters, for example, and the second 5, then they are congruent. If the first is 7 and the second is 7, then they are congruent, and so on. Okay, if the first one is AB, the second one is CD. If AB equals 7 centimeters, CD equals 7 centimeters, then we can say that AB equals CD equals 7 centimeters. Here, AB without the line segment means the length of AB, and CD without the line segment means the length of CD. Okay, then AB is congruent to CD. Triple dash means the symbol of congruent, okay? And we have to put the line segment above AB and the line segment above CD because we used the symbol congruent because we mean here the line segment itself. But AB without the line segment we mean the measure 7 centimeters. Okay, it's clear now that the two line segments are congruent if they have the same length. They must have the same length to be congruent. Next, we have the angles. To be congruent, if we have an angle like this and another one like this, if we put the first one above the second one, then they will be exactly the same. Why? Because they have the same measure. ABC angle and XYZ angle, okay, the two angles are congruent if they have the same measure. For example, if measure angle ABC equal 50 and the measure of angle XYZ equal 50, then they are equal in measure. In that case, we can say that AB and CD are congruent, okay, are congruent because they have the same measure. Okay, now we have learned the line segments, the angles. Next, we are going to learn the congruence of the polygons. The polygons, the word polygon mean any closed broken line like the triangle, the square, the rectangle, rhombus, and so on, pentagon, hexagon, all these kinds of figures are polygons. Okay, let we have a polygon like this and another one like this. Those two polygons to be congruent, then the sides must be the same, exactly the same, and the angles must be the same. Okay, then two polygons are congruent if the corresponding sides are equal in length and the corresponding angles are equal in measure. What's the meaning of corresponding? Corresponding means the same position. Yani for example, this line segment corresponding to this one, and this line segment corresponding to this one, and the base corresponding to the base, and this one corresponding to this one. Okay, that means if we have A, B, C, D, and X, Y, Z, L, A corresponding to X, B corresponding to Y, C corresponding to Z, D corresponding to L. If the corresponding sides are equal in length and the corresponding angles are equal in measure, then A, B, C, D is congruent to X, Y, Z, L. In that case, we find that AB congruent to X, Y, like this. AB congruent to X, Y. And second, BC congruent to YZ. BC congruent to YZ. CD congruent to ZL. CD congruent to ZL. Okay? And DA is congruent to LX. DA congruent to LX. These four items called the sides of the first and second polygon. Okay, next we have the angles. Angle A congruent to angle X, B congruent to Y, C congruent to Z, D congruent to L. And this is the correspondence that we say before. Finally, two polygons are said to be congruent if they have the same, if the corresponding sides, as I explained, are equal in length, and the corresponding angles, as I explained, are equal in measure. And this is clear now. Let's solve the next examples. In this example, we have to read carefully. In the opposite figure, okay, the two pentagons, okay, as we say here, are congruent. Okay, first, B corresponding to what? By looking to the symbol B corresponding to what? Corresponding to R. Then it's clear that B corresponding to R. Okay, the polygon BLACK, CK, again BLACK, BLACK, corresponding to B like R, L like O, A like H, C like E, C like S, C like E, K like S. Okay, then BLACK like R, O, H, E, S, and this is the correspondence that I say before. B with R, L with O, A with H, C with E, K with S. Okay, now KB equal what centimeter? KB here without the line segment above means the number, the measure. KB here, this is KB. Okay, it's exactly like SR, then it's equal 4 centimeters. It's equal 4 centimeters. Measure of angle E equal to measure of angle what? Here, okay, measure of angle E, he needs the letter corresponding to E. E here corresponding to C. We can say that we can solve this one by another way. C here corresponding to E here. Okay, we can use this one, okay, without using the figure. Then we can solve it by two different ways. Okay, CA equals how many centimeters? CA here, okay, exactly like EH, which is equal 5 centimeters. Measure of angle A equal to measure of angle what? A here corresponding to H, or A here corresponding to H here. Okay, let's solve the next one. Okay, in the opposite figure, C belongs to BD, then BD is a whole line, straight line. Measure of angle AFC equals 110. Okay, measure BC equals 5 centimeters. The polygon ABCF equal, congruent to the polygon EDCF. Then A corresponding to E, B to D, C to C, F to F. Okay. Now, okay, we need here to complete this one. AB equals what without centimeters? Then we need a line segment like AB. Okay, we can solve it by two different ways, by using the figure or by using the correspondence. AB like ED. Again, AB like ED. Then I'm going to write here ED. Okay. If any of us write line segment like this, then this is wrong, because here he didn't write the line segment, and because we have also the equal sign, then this is wrong. Then I'm going to cancel this one to be ED direct. AF equal to what? AF equal to ED. By another way, AF here equal to EF. I'm sorry, it's wrong. It's EF. Yes, AF equal to EF. Okay, the next one, CD equal to what? CD equal to BC. But here, I am going to write what? 5 centimeters or BC? No, because he didn't write centimeter, but so I am going to write B, C, D, then it will be C, B. If you wrote equal 5 centimeters, it's okay. Okay, the length of CF is not side, is what side? CF here is called common side. Common side or side included between the two shapes here, CF inside the polygon ABCF and inside the polygon EDCF. Okay. Measure angle E equal to measure of angle what? Equal to measure of angle A. It's clear here. E equal to A. Okay. Measure of angle B equal to measure of angle D. It's clear. It's measure angle D. FCD equal to what? FCD. It's equal to FCB. FCD equal to FCB. Now I drawn the right symbol because this is a two right angles. Okay, 90 and 90. Then it will be FCB. FCB. Okay. The next one, EFC equals what centimeters? EFC equal, okay, exactly like the next angle, it's equal 110 degrees, equals 110 degrees. Yes, this one equals 110. Okay, BD equals what centimeters? BD equal, BC equals 5 and CD equals 5, then BD equals 10 centimeters. FCD equals what centimeters? FCD, as I said before, FCD here equals 90 degrees. AFE equals what centimeters? AFE, this one. Oh, now we have here three angles around the point F. They form VOA like this. Then the sum of the three angles equals 360 degrees. Then to measure AFE, I'm going to make 360 minus, open brackets, 110 plus 110 equals 240, then it will be 220, it will be 140 degrees. Then the angle here equals 140 degrees. To check, 140 plus 110 plus 110 equals 360. Finally, the axis of symmetry of the polygon ABDF, EF, this polygon included side at the middle divided into symmetric shapes. Yes, this line is FC. Then the answer here is FC, but I'm going to write here this symbol because the word axis means straight line. Okay, then the axis of symmetry here, okay, is FC, straight line. Let's solve the next example. Now we have two polygons, but one of them is rotated. Okay, then we are going to use the orientation. Orientation means what? Means A with X, B with C, C with B, D with Y, as we see here and here. Okay, let's read the givens together. DC perpendicular to BC, that means angle C is right here. It's okay, it's clear in the figure that angle C is right. Measure angle ADC equals 120. Okay, measure BCX equals 65. BCX here. Okay, first AB equal to what? Equal AB equal to what? It's difficult from the shape, but it's easy from here. AB equal to CX. Okay, AB XC without the line segment, because we haven't here the line segment. XY equal to what? XY equal to AD. CD equal to what? CD equal to BY. Okay, BC is what side? BC is a common side. Okay, measure of angle Y equals what? Measure of angle Y from the orientation Y equal to D. Then Y equal to D equals 120 degrees. Okay, measure of angle A. A here with X, then A, angle A equal to angle X equals 85 degrees. Okay, angle ABC, measure of angle ABC equal to angle XCB, XCB, which is equal 65 degrees. Then ABC equal also 65 degrees. Angle YBC, YBC from here, YBC, which is equal DCB, angle DCB, which is equal to 90 degrees. And I think it's very, very easy using this orientation. Okay, the next example with us, it's the complete and the very important one. Okay, two line segment, as I explained before, two line segments are congruent if what? If they have same length, or if they are equal in length. Okay, two angles are congruent if they have same measure. Or you can write if they are equal in measure. Two polygons are congruent if there is a correspondence between their vertices, such that each what? Each side. And each what? Each angle. In the first polygon is congruent to its corresponding element in the second polygon, or in the other polygon. Okay, the axis of symmetry, as I explained before, divides the polygon into two congruent polygons. Here the space is not enough. I can write the symbol congruent like this. AB line segment congruent to CD line segment. Then AB length, here EB means length, congruent to equal to CD in length. AB line segment congruent to XY, then they are equal. Then AB minus XY equal 0 centimeters. Measure of angle angle A congruent to angle B, وmeasure of angle A equal 50, then measure of angle B equals 50. If angle A supplement angle B, that means the sum equals 180. Remember the word supplementary. The angle A congruent to angle B. That means each of them equal 180 divided by 2 equals 90 degrees, because they are supplementary and in the same side, in the same time they are congruent. This is the end of our lesson today. I hope it was helpful for you. See you in the next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mr. Ahmed Mahmoud was with you.